this is Remy, and today I will show you how to easily run a Jenkins server locally using Docker. And for this, I will use the Jenkins example provided by Ticketfly, and the only thing you need to do before running this example is to have Docker on your local and running so we can use the Docker command on your laptop. The first thing I'm going to do is to go to the Jenkins example Gradle build Dockerhub page, and I will just copy the name of that image, including Ticketfly, and open the terminal. And in that terminal, I will do docker run. I will open the port 8080. This is the Jenkins server port, and I will run that image. What you're going to see here is the console output. This is the log of the Jenkins server, and this is actually running that server in a container. As you can see in the log right now, we can see Jenkins is fully up and running. That means we should be able to go into a browser and query localhost 8080. This is the port that we have opened, and we should be able to see a Jenkins. And here we go, there is a Jenkins running in the Docker container, and this is right now running a job that is called an example of GitHub project. And now I'm going to take a step back and go into the source code of that example and show you how that job was configured. So I go to the first example. There is a Jenkins home folder, and this is what you find that is deployed when you start the Jenkins. There is a folder jobs, and this is where you can put the jobs that will be deployed when you start Jenkins. The jobs are stored inside the Docker image. The job is defined into an XML file, and it's called config.xml. So this is the Jenkins way of storing the job. That file is a configuration file, and that file will define what does the job does and how to build the project. So in that case here, we can see this is a GitHub repo that we are cloning, and to build a job, we do a Gradle build, and then we store the test in the test result folder, and we can use the test result plugin to see that test output in Jenkins. At this point, I should be able to check that folder on the Jenkins, so test the job. So the job was executed. You can see the console output here. The job was successful, and you should be able also to see the test, and test passed. What you want to do now, let's say if you want to change that job, you can change the configuration. You can do that from the UI. And once you are done, you can also capture the XML file by simply typing the path here, and then you will be able to get the XML output for the change that you could make. If you want to do some changes, you will have to then replace that config.xml inside the Docker image, and then you will have to build your Docker image again. One other part that I want to show you in that example is the startup script. So there is a special folder called initgroovy that all the scripts in that folder will be executed when we start Jenkins. And in the example that we provided, we just did a really simple configuration step here. This is what we call configure security, and in that case, we just disable the security. By default, Jenkins comes with some security, and they require some manual step. We just wanted to provide something that you can have quickly up and running, so that we disable the security. And the other thing that is done in that config startup script is to build the job that we saw was executed when we started Jenkins. So that's it. As you can see in that demo, it's very fast to get Jenkins up and running. It's just a simple Docker run command, and in a few minutes, you should be able to have your Jenkins up and running, and you should be able to make some changes on the startup script on the configuration of the job and test on your locally using Docker command.